Beg pardon?
Suspend consideration of the measure.
Session suspended.
Yes,
Oh, no, the
consideration of the measure.
consideration of the measure suspended.
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. Pagod na rin tayo lahat, Mr. President. Mahirap talaga pag budget ang pinag-uusapan ng for almost 3 weeks. But sponsorships, are you ready for your sponsorships? May I move for an additional reference of business, Mr. President?
Secretary,
Senate Bill number 1593 on the committee report number 21. Mr. Lupus kasi we're going to, kami ni Mark to co-sponsor them. I so move, Mr. President. This is
which,
1593.
what are you moving for? What Senate bill?
Senate Bill number 1593 on the committee report number 21.
Senate Bill 1593 under Committee Report 21.
Yes, Mr. President.
All right, any objection? Hearing none, consideration is in order.
May we ask the Secretary to read the title of the measure?
Secretary will read the title of the measure.
An act establishing the Universal Healthcare Medical Assistance Program, integrating therewith the Medical Assistance to Indigent and Financially Incapacitated Persons Program, and providing funds therefore.
Mr. President, we recognize the sponsor, distinguished Deputy Majority Floor Leader, Senator Risa Ontiveros, to sponsor the measure.
Senator Risa Ontiveros is recognized to sponsor the measure.
Salamat po, Mr. President. Mr. President, I rise to sponsor the Universal Healthcare Medical Assistance Program Act, a reform that strengthens our universal healthcare system and delivers one clear message. Walang Pilipinong dapat maiwanan sa oras ng pagkakasakit. Every day, our hospitals receive patients who are not only battling illness, but also the fear of financial ruin. This bill responds with a simple guarantee. Kung may sakit, hindi ka mag-iisa. Handa ang gobyernong tulungan ka. Walang kapalit, walang kondisyon. This measure not only institutionalizes the current medical assistance for indigent and financially incapacitated patients, MAIFIP program, it also aligns and unifies it under one transparent, accountable framework consistent with our commitment to truly universal health care. The UHC Medical Assistance Program, or UHC-MAP, ensures that indigent and financially struggling patients receive assistance for hospitalization, outpatient care, diagnostics, medicines, and professional fees with low to no co-payment after PhilHealth and other deductions. The program's coverage will be available to indigent patients and to financially incapacitated individuals, those who may not be classified as poor, but who clearly cannot afford the high and often catastrophic cost of medical treatment. These include patients with life-threatening illnesses, prolonged hospitalizations, or extremely expensive therapies that would otherwise push families into debt or destitution. Their financial status will be assessed fairly and professionally by registered social workers, ensuring that the assistance reaches those who truly need it most. Eligibility will be determined solely by registered social workers. Applications must be processed within 72 hours, and all data will be protected under strict privacy rules. An integrated database will prevent double charging and safeguard public funds. To further strengthen our public health system nationwide, the bill dedicates at least 30% of the UHC MAP fund to our LGU-run and SUC hospitals, many of which serve the poorest and most medically underserved communities. Funding will be based on performance, improved referral systems, and stronger local health networks. Ngayon pa lang po, magpapaumanhin tayo sa posibilidad na magbago ang kalakaran sa pag-access ng UHC Medical Assistance Program. Diretso na sa hospital. At mas malakit pinalakas na papel ng medical social services. Towards this end, we also ensure that our social workers and program implementers are shielded from pressures, threats, or coercion. The program's funds will be fully auditable by the COA with strict anti-fraud mechanisms and penalties for misuse. And in times of disaster or public health emergencies, the DOH may fast-track applications so that help reaches our people when they need it most. Mr. President, this is a clean, efficient, compassionate reform. It strengthens universal health care. It restores dignity to patients. It protects public money. And it ensures that health remains what it should always be, a right, not a privilege, not a favor. Lastly, Mr. President, nais ko ring ipaalam sa plenary na ang pinapanukala nating UHC Medical Assistance Act ay hindi po forever. Unless extended by an act of Congress, the UHC map shall remain in force for 10 years from its effectivity. Nilagay po natin ang provision na ito dahil sa pangarap nating tunay na universal healthcare, kung saan umaasa tayo na ang DOH at PhilHealth ay makakapagpababa ng husto ng out-of-pocket expenses at makakamit ang zero o no balance billing. Kaya nagpapasalamat po ako kina Senator Ping Lacson, Vice Chair Bongo, Senator Amy Marcos at Senator Raffy Tulfo sa kanilang mga panukalang batas na may kinalaman sa MAIFIP. Dahil dito, nabigyan tayo ng pagkakataong i-align ang programang ito sa pangarap nating universal healthcare at sapat na financial protection para sa ating mga kababayang nangangailangan. I respectfully seek the support of this chamber for the passage of the UHC Medical Assistance Program Act. Marami pong salamat, Mr. President.
George Leader.
President, our distinguished colleague from Davao and Batangas, Senator Bongo, would also like to deliver his co-sponsorship speech of the same nature.
Senator Christopher Bongo is recognized.
Mr. President, esteemed colleagues, just a manifestation po. First of all, we support the original intent of this measure, which institutionalizes the medical assistance program of the government. Gusto natin ma-streamline, mabilis po yung tulong at wag pong pahirapan yung mga pasyente. Maraming pasyente pa rin po ang nakaasa sa medical assistance programs ng gobyerno. Yung iba nagmamakaawa, pumipila kahit saan para makahingi lang po ng tulong, hindi lang po sa atin dito sa Senado, kundi sa iba't ibang LGUs at yung iba nagsusulisit po. At dahil na rin yan sa kakulangan ng PhilHealth coverage, kulang talaga. Minsan may mga hospital billings, sinasagot ng PhilHealth is less than 1%. At sa patuloy na pagkakaroon po ng out-of-pocket spending ng mga mahihirap na pasyente, alam naman natin na hirap pong magkasakit at malaki pa rin po ang out-of-pocket spending ng mga pasyente. Kaya importante po na masiguro natin na tuloy-tuloy ang medical assistance program ng gobyerno. We also want to clearly legislate the protection from political interference. Dapat po walang matanggihan ng mga pasyente, walang pinipili, walang politika. Hindi na po dapat lumapit sa politiko para humingi ng tulong sa kanilang pagpapa-hospital. Kung sino yung nangangailangan ng tulong, doon po ibigay ang tulong. Ang layunin po natin dito magkaroon ng maasahang serbisyo at tulong para sa mga pasyente. Having said that, Mr. President, I want to make off record that it is important to streamline and harmonize the processes outlined in the bill with the current practice and processes, which is also in line with existing laws. Importante po ito para hindi malito at guided at mag-guide po ng mabuti ang mga pasyente kung saan ba sila hihingi ng tulong at lalapit. Padaliin natin at simplihan natin ang proseso. Yan po ang layunin po ng batas. Ito pong Republic Act 11463. Ito pong Malasakit Centers Act na ipinasa natin sa noong 18th Congress headed by Senate President Tito Soto at mga kasamahan natin dito, Senator Riza, Senator Mig Zubiri, na one-stop shop po ito sa mga medical assistance sa pantulong po sa mga pasyente. Batas na po ito na pinasa natin para maging accessible at mas convenient para sa mga pasyente ang pagbibigay serbisyo ng gobyerno. Wala po siyang sariling pondo, one-stop shop po siya, andiyan dyan na po yung PCSO, DSWD, DOH at ang ito pong PhilHealth. And currently, we have 167 malasakit centers nationwide. All DOH hospitals are also mandated to establish and maintain malasakit centers. Pag LGU naman, sila ang nagme-maintain nito. In line with this law, in my original bill, malasakit centers shall continue to facilitate the provision of medical assistance in hospitals with existing malasakit centers. Sa ngayon po, more than 15 million Filipinos na po ang natulungan ng malasakit centers. Pwede po silang lumapit sa malasakit centers dahil doon po kadalasan located sa Medical Social Services Unit ng mga hospital. Desk lang po siya, kwarto po siya ng hospital. Nandiyan na po yung PhilHealth, PCSO, DOH at DSWD. Or yung iba po, maliit na kwarto, magkakatabi po yung mga upuan nila. Importante, guided yung mga pasyente sa kanilang lalapitan. At it is headed by a medical social worker ang nag-head po ng malasakit centers. At ito naman po sana ang ating gustong mangyari na hindi po mahirapan ng mga pasyente. Guided po sila na ayan na yung one-stop shop na paghingian po nila ng tulong mula sa iba't ibang ehensya ng gobyerno. Ang layunin po ng aking bill na isinulong ito pong pag-institutionalize ng MAIP or Medical Assistance Program ay para po doon sa part ng DOH na meron pong pangtulong doon sa apat na agencies. Dahil para yearly na po, funded na po at maging ma-institutionalize na po yung MAIP na part po ng Malasakit Center. Malaking tulong po ito sa ating mga kababayan ang Malasakit Center dahil nga po one-stop shop po siya na hindi na nila kailangan lumabas pa ng hospital sa paghingi ng tulong. Noon po, wala pang Malasakit Center. Lalapit sila sa mga city offices, provincial offices ng PCSO. Ubus na yung pamasahe nila, ubus pa yung panahon nila is sa kakapila, minsan madaling araw pa lang, humingi na sila ng tulong. Napakalayo sa ospital, naiiwan pa nila ang kanilang mga pasyente, tapos pupunta na naman sila pangalawang araw sa DOH, hingi ng tulong, pupunta po sila sa PhilHealth, ubos yung panahon, isang linggo po sa paghingi ng tulong. With Malasakit Center, andyan na po yung isang kwarto na pwede nilang paglalapitan. Pero yung intention po ng aking bill na i-final ay ma-institutionalize yung isang parte o bahagi ng Malasakit Center. Ito pong sa DOH, ito po yung Medical Assistance Program na tuloy-tuloy po ang kanilang ma-avail na tulong mula sa gobyerno. Dahil unang-una, pera po ng taong bayan yan. Pera ng Pilipino yan na pwede nilang i-avail. We just want to emphasize na pwedeng lumapit sa Malasakit Center sa mga ospital na mayroon. Dahil isang opisina lang naman po sila ng Medical Social Services Unit and we can possibly put it on or slash po na lalapitan po nila aside from Medical Social Services Unit or Social Service Head ang lalapitan nila, pwede rin sila lumapit doon sa help desk ng Malasakit. For this reason, at the proper time, we wish to harmonize the provisions of the bill with the processes already laid out in the law and current processes in the availment of the Medical Assistance Program to avoid confusion and to properly guide patients. We look forward working with a good sponsor on this point. Maraming salamat po, Mr. President.
Sir, the leader.
Mr. President, allow our colleagues to study the measure further. I move that we suspend consideration of the measure.
Any objection? Hearing none, consideration suspended.
So, Mr. President, there being no other matters on their agenda, I move that we adjourn session until Monday, December 15, 2026 at 3 p.m. There you go, Mr. President. I so move. Enjoy the weekend, sir.
Any objection? Hearing none, I move, well, the motion is to move,
To adjourn.
to adjourn the session. There is no objection. The session is adjourned until 3 o'clock in the afternoon of Monday, December 15, 2025.
Have a safe weekend po, everyone.